and welcome to this edition of the New Indian Express Online. I'm Bansi Kalappa. With me is Minister Mr. Ishwar Khandre. He is also the working president of the Karnataka Pradesh Congress Committee. So first of all,
ex-working president, sir.
Ex-working president. So, did you expect better results? Because if you see, the Congress has won just 9 seats, and the Congress' own estimate, the Chief Minister had fixed was 20 seats. He said we will win 20, and at any cost we will win 15. So, do you think the results came below your expectations?
Yes, definitely. I expected a better result. I was expecting not less than 15 to 18 seats in Karnataka. But unfortunately, we couldn't come up to our expectations.
Did you feel let down that you couldn't win Kolar, which was almost, they said it's a given that it's a Congress stronghold, Kolar. Also, Mysore is the Chief Minister's home constituency. Bangalore Rural District is the Deputy Chief Minister's own brother. So, did you feel, let down that you lost so many seats in South Karnataka?
I was really shocked when we lost. I came to know that we have lost Bangalore Rural and we have lost Kolar also. Of course, in Mysore, Maharaja's family member had contested. So, there was an apprehension that people might have got swayed by even old Maharaja's works and all that might have got affected. But in other constituencies like Bangalore Rural, Kolar, Chitradurga and some of the constituencies, we were expecting good results. We were expecting that Congress will definitely win. So I was very upset.
Now, your own son has won a victory in Bidar constituency. He's won with a massive majority of, I think it's the second highest lead for the Congress. He's won with 1.2 lakh plus votes in Bidar. So, how do you look at that win?
I was 100% confident that my son will win the seat. But I also never expected that he will get a 1.28 lakh lead in the constituency.
And he is defeating a sitting minister.
Yeah, he defeated a sitting central minister. There are so many reasons for that. Because Bidar Lok Sabha constituency, people had given 10 years, 2 terms to the present incumbent Lok Sabha candidate and a central minister,
Mr. Kuba.
So the main reason is anti-people policies of the central government as well as the neglect of the constituency. Totally, Kuba did not work for the development of the district. He had become very arrogant. He did not have a good relationship with any of the electorates. So people, I feel that they had earlier only decided that this time it should be taught a lesson and BJP should be defeated. So that came in handy, and we also worked very hard. Like my son is a graduate, he has completed law, and he was working in the constituency since 2.5 years. After completion of his law degree, when COVID was there, at that point of time, a lot of fear was amongst the people. There were no injections, there were no oxygen. People are dying on the roads. Under these circumstances, he went there. When I also got affected and I got admitted into Manipal Hospital. At that point of time, though he was still a final year law student, went there, met the people, visited the victims, and he supported them by supplying oxygen, by getting remdesivir injections, so which were being sold in the black market and all. So he earned some name also amongst the people. Then there was no thought, like I never thought that he will become a candidate or he should be given a ticket or he should contest the Lok Sabha. Even he was also not very keen to contest. He wanted to go abroad, learn something and all other things. And suddenly Lok Sabha elections came nearer. And when our party leaders, High Command told that you are the in-charge minister, we have to see to it that you have to get the seat, come what may. Then I started scouting for a good candidate. So at that point of time, there was input from local people that your son will be the best ideal candidate. And even senior leaders they were reluctant to contest. They also proposed his name. So people, Congress Karyakartas, they wanted that he should contest, and even leaders, they also wanted that he should contest, and even the taluka leaders who were MLAs, ex-MLAs, and who were defeated candidates in the last assembly elections, they also proposed his name. So there was unanimity in that. So that's the reason why he contested, and we got a lot of support from the grassroots level workers as well as the people of the constituency, because they're seeing an young man who had a vision, who wanted to do something good for the district.
Absolutely.
So a lot of unemployment issue is there, farmers issue is there, irrigation, and then infrastructure facilities, health issues are there. He tried to meet the people. He visited all the hundreds of villages and got the input from the people, understood the problems of the people. And then he gave on record, he started saying that he'll give 24/7 service to the people of Bidar district, and he'll raise the issues in the parliament and see to it that their problems are addressed properly.
Okay. Do you think since the Congress couldn't get its expected numbers 15 and 20, do you think something has gone wrong with the guarantees? There's a disconnect between what the people are receiving and the there's a disconnect in the narrative.
I don't think so. I don't subscribe to that view, because whenever I have seen the warmthness of the people, the happiness in their face, and the way they said that they appreciate the guarantees, that was the need of the hour. They might not have voted for us. This is a different matter, because it was a Lok Sabha election.
Absolutely.
It was people's thinking for Lok Sabha and Assembly is different. Suppose if it was an Assembly election, I feel that same. Even could have got more than 136 seats. So likewise, so people are very happy with the guarantees. And the only thing is that our Karyakartas, or we ourselves, as leaders, as a minister also, I take the blame for that, saying that we were unable, we couldn't reach out to the people. We couldn't convince the people that we have given the guarantee and that we have implemented it, and we are going to continue it for the next year also. There will be continuity in this program. So we failed to impress, we failed to our Karyakartas and our leaders, party failed to impress upon the people what benefit the guarantees are there, and they should support the Congress party.
But did you realize that this election is such a close election? Because if Congress had won a few more seats in Karnataka, a few more in Telangana, and a few more in other places, you would have been in reckoning in the center. You could have easily crossed the 120, 130 mark. That is what Congress leaders are saying.
Agreed. I agree with your view. They should have still worked hard.
Yeah.
And there should have been preparation long back. Like we are in a battlefield. The thing.
Yeah.
So opposition is using all their forces. Like they are misusing the machinery of the government. They are misusing institutions like CBI, ED, and income tax departments. And sometimes don't know, God knows, even their interference is there in the judiciary also. That's what people say, or the media says. So under these circumstances, we should have been a bit alert. We should have been planned properly. The planning should happen now. For example, now elections are over. So from tomorrow onwards, there has to be a comprehensive plan. Like next, what are we going to do? How we are going to take the people into confidence? How we are going to address the problems of the people, and then reform, transform, whatever it is there, and take them in our fold.
Okay.
So
your plans for Bidar, because it's a very important constituency, and after a period of time, you are getting it back for the Congress.
that's true. A lot of plans are there for Bidar. As an in-charge minister,
Something as an infrastructure front.
yes, the infrastructure is there. A lot of Bidar has got a beautiful environment is there.
Excellent weather.
Excellent weather is there, and then we have got fertile land and Karanja, Naranja. All these rivers flow from this Bidar area. And average rainfall is also around 800-840 mm. So people are basically dependent on agriculture. So the first and my priority will be that there is unemployment problem is there.
Okay.
So we have to address that problem. So we have to go for skilling of the youth.
Okay.
Skill
development of the youth.
Skill development.
Okay.
Along with skill development in education sector. That has to be in primary level, at the secondary level, at the pre-university level, at the higher education level, at the technical level also. So we'll have to see that our students are trained properly.
Okay.
So so education is very important. Along with that, small special economic zones have to be planned, established, so that small scale industries come up there and our youths get some kind of job there. So along with that, there should have to be improvement in the educational sector also, like basic education.
Okay.
Quality education has to be given with all infrastructural facilities. Karnataka Development Fund is there. This year we have earmarked around 5,000 crores for the development of Karnataka. Like dilapidated classrooms are there, so we are replacing them. We are having new buildings. We are having all infrastructural facilities, and we have appointed some guest teachers also wherever there were vacancies. Earlier vacancies would have been there, and lot of there are no teachers at all.
Teachers, yes.
So without teachers, how can the students,
Absolutely.
boys will learn the things? So that's why we have taken guest teachers and filled all the posts and all other things. And infrastructure is also improving. So again, this higher education level, the university level also, we are trying to fund them, train them properly for interviews, and we are even employment. There is a
Employment
mela.
Employment mela.
Yeah. So that we have planned. I did one this employment mela in Bhalki. 10,000 students had participated in that. Nearly 2,000 to 3,000 students are basically selected. Some of them went, and some of them still that at least they got an input how interviews are conducted, what kind of pay package they'll get, and all other things. Likewise, apart from this, irrigation sector is also there. So a lot of dry land. Ours is a dry area.
Absolutely.
Where no permanent irrigation structure is there. Irrigation facility is there. So Karanja, Naranja, whatever in Godavari basin, we have been allocated around 23 TMC feet of water. So still today we have not been able to utilize the full water. When I was a minister in Mr. Siddharamaya's government, I utilized nearly 40,000-50,000 acres of land got irrigated. So another still some pending things are there, which requires around 2,000 to 3,000 crores from the state government, like filling of tanks and then establishing, having new tanks. The infrastructure level, road network is totally, of course it is improved. At the health level, IMR, MMR, and then child mortality rate, mother mortality rate, so all coming down. Still we have to be very alert. So PHCs have to be strengthened, community health centers have to be strengthened. We already filled all the doctors wherever vacancies were there. And even these PGs, like specialists. So wherever in Taluka hospitals, dialysis centers have been opened. So all experts like pediatrician, gynecologists, surgeons, and all appointments have been, all posts have been filled up.
Okay.
So people need not go to Hyderabad or far away like in Maharashtra, Sholapur, and all other things.
Okay.
So I have tried, became minister. I have instructed our director Brims to start this cath lab there, so that patients may not go to other places for heart surgeon and all. Still some super specialization areas have to be looked into, like burn center we want, nephrology center we want. We want dialysis, of course, is there.
Airport.
So
Also.
airport has got stuck now because the Udan scheme has got cancelled.
Yeah.
So since 6 months, no flight is flying from Bidar.
So you have to go to Hyderabad and fly down.
I am coming to yesterday. I came from Gulbarga.
Okay.
8 days back, I came from Hyderabad every time.
Absolutely.
So that problem is there. So there's just Yesterday only when I was in Bidar, I called the airport authority director there. I had a discussion with my son, so newly elected Lok Sabha member.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we had a discussion with him,
Okay.
and I had a discussion with Star Airways CEO also. He told that whatever incentives we used to get in Udan in the last time, 6 months back, that the period is over now. Suppose if we continue with that, we are ready to fly the planes. Then I thought that we'll have a meeting. Today I spoke to Mr. M.B. Patil. He is the infrastructure minister. So I told him I've sent a letter to, today I'm sending a letter to him to call for a meeting of Civil Aviation Department, central government, and that airways also, and our deputy commissioner and all. So that our GMR is GMR is maintaining our
Airport.
that airport. So I am planning to revive whatever incentives. I think for another 5 years we have to give incentives to the airlines.
Absolutely.
Then only it will be viable, feasible. So likewise, I calculated the incentives. It will not be more than 10 crores per annum. It's not a big thing.
It's not a big.
Yeah. For one
help
flight.
so many-
One flight.
Absolutely.
Suppose if there are 2-3 flights, it may go up to 20-25 crores per annum. That's also not a big money.
Yes.
By doing this, we can attract FDI, we can attract big industrialists to have an industry in Bidar district. That will have a very great employment opportunities for our youth.
Bidar
So
is one of
airport
the-
is a priority, and railway line improvement in railway transport is also a priority. So all these things, irrigation, completion of irrigation projects, and then so many plans, so many things are there. So there is ample opportunity for tourism also, the development of tourism centers. So I'm trying to do all the things. And as a
basically
forest
infrastructure.
minister, yeah,
Basically, infrastructure, employment, education. These are the main thrust
employment,
areas.
education, health,
Health.
yeah,
Okay. Now you're also the
irrigation for farmers.
You're the ecology, environment, and forest minister. On that front, would you look at something?
All
for Bidar?
decided for Kalyan, Karnataka. The problem is that we have less than 5% forest coverage. The lowest in the whole of the state. State average is 22%. So, for example, in Bidar it is 7%, Kalburgi it is 5%, in Yadgir it is 4%, in Raichur it is 3.5%. Bijapur is also very less. I want to increase the green cover,
Forest cover.
forest cover. So I have taken up a very big project. Like last year, I had announced that we'll plant 5 crore seedlings all over Karnataka. We planted, especially in my district, we planted 15 lakhs. So this year I have planted 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs out of that, suppose if we have tall seedlings, then their survival rate will be very high.
It's better, yes.
So this year we have already developed 5 lakh tall seedlings, and we have started planting those seedlings right now. And I'm going to have a very big program because Code of Conduct was there. I did not do that. I have told my officers that in a week's time, I'll involve all the departments and then all public representatives also, and the whole of the state. So we'll go for though our officers, due to paucity of shortage of funds, they are prepared for only 3.5-4 crores. So I have told them yesterday, I have given a target of 5 crore seed saplings to plant. So thinking is they are trying it. So now we'll go all
very
out.
ambitious plans.
Yeah, we will go all out.
Okay.
And in that area, our area, especially in Bidar district, all over roadside and government vacant places, and even in Goma lands and around these lakes and temples, schools, and all. We want to cover everything, so that at least people should remember that during my tenure, so at least green coverage, forest coverage is increased.
Absolutely.
So if somebody sees from the outside, they should see a change in the whole of the district.
Okay.
So likewise it is happening. Along that ecotourism thing is there, small bird sanctuary, something like that. I'm planning it, so that there should be some tourism development also should happen.
Absolutely.
So many things
the
I've been
pipeline.
trying. Yeah, they're trying to.
So one last question. Now that there are so many new members of parliament, Sagar is one of them. There's also Priyank Jarkiholi.
Sagar is the youngest.
He's the youngest.
Yeah.
So for them, will you have some kind of a training, some kind of a workshop to prepare them for parliament?
Definitely, we must have a training for workshop for all these new MPs.
Absolutely.
Is the need of the hour. Otherwise, experience counts, training counts, reach and everything. Now they have to be techno savvy and they have to understand the law. They have to understand what kind of things will come in parliament. They have to study the bills and they should know how many departments and how this our borders,
Absolutely.
our defense areas, our civil aviation.
How to debate issues.
Yeah, our finances. So what is the GDP growth? So what corporate sector? Everything. They have to poverty elevation programs. So all these things they have to be trained
They need to be
properly.
trained.
Private
Is
bills.
there something in the pipeline? from
Definitely it
KPCC?
is there. I was told that in Delhi only they'll give the training for all the newly elected MPs.
Newly elected
Yeah,
members.
I've been told like that. But still, in spite of that, that will be a routine thing.
Okay.
So we have to train them properly. Like right now, thinking is we will be in the opposition.
Absolutely.
When we are in the opposition, it's our duty. We have to be a watchdog,
Absolutely.
and it will be our duty wherever they are failing. So they are bringing wrong bills. That has to be stopped. That has to be brought before the people.
Absolutely.
So that thing, if they have to do it, the first and foremost thing is hard working and sincerity, honesty, integrity will go a long way in all these things.
Okay.
So they have to study, they have to research, and they have to understand that they should take the advice of senior people also there, and they should give time because since they are very young,
Absolutely.
so their mind will go here and there. So they have to concentrate on these issues. Trust should be given to this.
So that
If
will
they
also
focus
be
it
taken.
properly. We will try to advise them. But
Today there was a meeting at
A
KPCC.
meeting was there. Rahulji had come.
Yeah.
So he spoke to them privately.
Okay.
He spoke to us also and took stock of the situation in Karnataka. So why we are not been able to, why we did not do well as per expectations. So our leaders gave their opinion regarding this.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There it is. Mr. Ishwar Khandre, Forest Minister, Government of Karnataka, former working president of the Karnataka Pradesh Congress Committee, telling us that he has ambitious plans for Bidar, where his son has just been elected as Member of Parliament. And not only that, there are very ambitious plans for the State Forest Department, Ecology and Environment Department, which he heads. With camera person Nagaraj Gadekal, this is Bansi for the New Indian Express Online.